Hello and welcome to the Gamescast. Welcome to something new. This is, you may have already noticed, but this is Prepar3D or Prepar3D. It's a sim by Lockheed Martin, who designed the things like the STR, Blackbird, etc. But yeah, I'm gonna give Prepar3D a go. I was very kindly donated it, so not by the company but by an individual, so thank you very much for that. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get on with it. I'm going to show you my plane. I've got EasyDock installed on this. So this is the Beech King 350. This is actually a Lockheed Martin. This is one made by Lockheed. So yeah, it's a general aviation. It is a general aviation plane. You'll notice that I have my own call sign, but it is a general aviation plane. But it's I don't know. It's just it's got that jet type of feel. It's got a pretty sophisticated autopilot system, which I am going to be using in part today. I'm going to be doing it visual flight rules. Without any further ado though, let's get started. So I'm gonna I've got a flight plan ready, and it is a VOR to VOR, so we're starting in the Isles of Man, and that is EGNS, I believe. Yes, it is EGNS, and we're going to London City, which is EGLC, so hopefully, I haven't been to London City in the sim yet, but hopefully it'll be pretty good. You can just see the graphics are phenomenal. I haven't got them anywhere near turned up full because my PC just cannot handle it. But yeah, I have seen some footage of graphics on full, and it looks amazing. And anyway, hopefully you guys will see some of the awesome textures. Anyway, enough of that. I've been talking for God knows how long. And right, we're going to set up our first heading, and we'll be heading 065. So I'm just going to change this thing here to 065. There we go. So we're on a heading of 065, and then we're going to be 165, sorry. There we go. So we're going to go on a heading of 165, pretty much south, not quite, but virtually south, and yeah, hopefully it will just be quite good fun. We're going to put this up, and we're going to climb at a rate of 1,500 feet per minute. We're just going to turn off that. We don't need that yet. I hear that. Is that alright, cool. Right then, let's get a pushback. If it works. Yes, it does. Good. Going to this view here. I wonder if I can steer a pushback. Now you'll notice the interface is very similar to FSX. It's almost exactly the same, in fact, as FSX. There's virtually no difference to this and FSX. Right, let's just hit the pushback again, so it will stop us. Accelerate. You don't need much in this aircraft to just sort of start to accelerate it. Gonna keep loading up OBS. Oh my god, a little bit too fast. Now we're going to be taking off on runway 8, which is pretty much this way. If we just follow this path here, we will get to runway 8. Gosh. Yes, I'm using my yoke as my rudder pedals have got auto rudder. any power to make this thing move. Here we are, pretty much already lined up. Runway 8. Right, we're gonna go to the left now, and we can then start our procedure. Gonna put the light flaps onto 5. I'll talk more about the sim when we're in the air, but let's just take off for now. Gonna line up onto the runway. Gonna get it to 50. 50% and 100%. Try and hold this steady. See this phenomenal water texture. Right, now yeah, just gonna go to our autopilot. We're gonna hit altitude, we're not gonna need approach, and we're gonna hit heading. We should start to turn left, which we're not because I haven't got the autopilot enabled. There we go, fantastic. So we're gonna climb to 20,000 feet. As you can see there, we're going to climb to 20,000 feet, and we're just going to stay there for quite a while. I mean, according to my flight plan, it says it's going to take us about 53 minutes. We're going to do an ILS approach into Majiggy, London City. So we are going to do an ILS approach. So if you can't hear game sound, it's not an issue with YouTube or anything. It's I'm clicking out to zoom out on my map. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, in fact, now I'm going to zoom back in again. So, I've got a thing called Plan G, and that sort of helps me. That's what I planned this on, this VOR stuff on. It's very good for that sort of stuff. You could use Avlosoft EFB if you're on FSX. I'm not sure if Avlosoft do a version for prepared. They might do. You could use Avlosoft as a paid version, but I'm using Plan G. Climbing at about 1,500 feet per minute. Yeah. So at a heading of 164 already. Just going to move our heading right to 170, then back to 150. It's a pretty detailed cockpit. For the flashing and stuff is simply just me flicking through the cameras. I'm not entirely sure why it does that. I think it's just because it's changing camera. It's a pretty detailed cockpit. This is a default aircraft, by the way, guys, so it's nothing special. If we have a look outside, see these are that beautiful water texture as we leave Isles of Man. It's not very big, quite mountainy over here, but our airport was just there. Yeah, just there is our airport, and then sort of just we took off from that little arc there, if you like. So it's only got one airport, has the Isles of Man. You can do an ILS actually. So yeah, if you want to do an ILS onto the runway, you could do. They do. Let's take our landing gear in. You can see that animation as well. What a phenomenal sim though. I mean, look at this. I haven't got any sort of... I could install Rexsoft Clouds, but I haven't. I'm just using the default clouds. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm getting 31 FPS and recording at the moment, which is pretty decent. So I'm just going to check OBS. It's not running too high. No, it's not. It's fine. Yeah, because I recorded an FSX video and I had to scrap the whole thing because I was running a too high encoding rate. Anyway, hopefully I'll fix that now. I got asked by a friend who I play a lot of FSX with and explain, and it was Marco FD, and of course he's my teammate. And he asked me a question. He said, "Why do you like these little dinky planes, like these little GA planes?" Well, it's a good question because you would have thought a general aviation plane, they're not that exciting. They haven't necessarily got a full autopilot feature. Autopilot. They're not commercial. They're not massively fast. So why do I like them? And well, actually, I love these planes. I absolutely love the GA planes. They're really fun to fly. They're fairly fast. I mean, this one here will go 350 knots. Its cruising speed is 315 miles per hour, in fact. And it goes to 35,000 feet. So it can do what a normal, what a normal commercial airliner can do. And yes, it has a fairly basic autopilot feature, and it works pretty well. It's yeah. I wouldn't say it's not like a PMDG 777 or 737 NG, but it's it's a good fun plane to fly. And another thing I said, well, you can't. We're going to go through some clouds here. Hopefully you can really get a feel how nice these clouds are. Look how well they're modelled. They're phenomenal. But yeah, another thing I said is, with a commercial airliner, you simply cannot. You can't do short flights. You have to do long flights. With a little GA plane, you can do these short flights, and they're. And yeah, you can do these short flights, and they're really good fun. I love doing sort of relatively small flights. This is 275 nautical miles, but yeah. So pretty much, I just like different planes. Also, it's quite boring just flying the same plane over and over again. I'm going to zoom out a touch now. So right, going to head over Wales. So this piece of land here is Wales, and we're going to head over Wales, and we're sort of going to fly over. God, let me see. I don't know what that airport is. Cartercan, something. I think. Keenafon. I don't know. It's something like that. It's an airport in Wales, either way. So we're going to fly over that, and Mona, as well as Valley, as well as Valley Air Force Base. Strange name, but that's but yeah, Cartagena or whatever it is. That's the only main airport. Yeah, I'm just actually to our right. We may see Liverpool Airport off to our right over here. It's quite a while away, quite a long way off to our right though. It'll be about. Let me just find out how far away it is from us. What am I looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for. There we go. So yeah, it's going to be about 30 nautical miles away from us when we enter Wales. So yeah, it's going to be about 30 nautical miles away. So yeah, it's not particularly long flights. I did say I'd tell you more about the sim, and I will do very shortly. It'll take us 29 minutes to get to this first waypoint, and we are now. Well, it says it's going to take us 36 minutes. which I believe yes, which is probably about accurate. It's going to take us about 36 minutes. It should be about an hour flight in total if everything goes to plan. So yeah, a little bit more about the sim then. Hopefully you guys can see me. Oh, you can't actually see all these options. My screen just goes black for you guys. Okay, that's fine. So the interface, I think you can see these things here. They're pretty much exactly the same as FSX. And the same order, you have the same options. In fact, this is so similar to FSX, you can actually import an add-on from one sim to another with just a quick modification of a file. That is how similar these games are. Or, I say games, I should say sim, it is a sim. I treat it more like a game though. Yeah, I mean, these games, for God's sake. Right, these sims are ultra similar. They are almost identical. However, what sets them apart, if I've already said how much better the graphics on Prepared are, what sets them apart? Well, if I'm honest, I'm not entirely sure, and I had to think about this. I've been playing this sim for not that long, about 5 or so hours. I've done a couple of short flights, and thought, what actually sets them apart? And I had to think quite long and hard about this, because I just did not know why I would play FSX after playing a sim that looks as phenomenal as this. And this is with fairly low graphics, guys. I mean, like, my graphics settings, I mean, they're pretty much mid-range. So this is pretty much, if you put everything on normal, it will look roughly like this. I think I put the trees and buildings on dense, but apart from that, everything is normal. I mean, like, this just looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. The sun is amazing. We should get to dusk, actually. It's currently like 4, hopefully it will say. If we go to copper, hopefully there's a time somewhere. I set it to about 4:50ish or something. Oh, there it is. 20. Oh, is that 6 o'clock? Yeah, what's that? Is that 6? No, it's 8. Okay, right, yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8:10. Right, I'm getting confused. So currently 8:10. It's in the summer, not the winter. If it was 8:10 in the winter, it would be pitch black. So yeah, we should sort of. We are coming into dawn. We should be landing at dawn in city. So yeah. So we're heading off 170, and we're not really closing in as much as I would have liked on our flight path. So I'm just gonna change that even more. We're gonna go 175. Hopefully that'll put us in a little bit closer to our waypoint. Coming up to our cruising altitude now at 18,800. So yeah, I was saying, what sets the two sims apart? Well, I feel FSX just has a little bit more, it's got a lot more backing, has an awful lot more backing. I mean, FSX has been going for, what, 10 years? I think? 8 years. 2006. So yeah, about 8 years. 8-9 years. And it's got... And before FSX, you had Flight Simulator 2004, and before 2004, you had 2002. So the physics in FSX is pretty bang on, and for an 8-year-old game, it is pretty unbelievable. Like, I mean, if you think FSX, you've seen videos of me playing it. If you think FSX, 8 years old, an 8-year-old game. Well, let's face it, the flight sims aren't that much better than it. There are definitely ones that have a slight advantage, but they're not that much better. So, you know. Also, I found for some reason I'm not... Oh no, it's okay, I'm slowly starting to drift towards my targets, which is good. I didn't think I was... I'm still a little bit off course. Only by a few... probably a few hundred yards, but, you know, feet. But still, a little bit off course, but anyway, we're slowly drifting back. But FSX, there's so much more backing, and it's got so much more people playing it, and the experience just feels a little bit more fun when you go online. There's no doubt that this, I mean, look at that, those mountains down there, probably Snowdonia kind of area. No, they're not. No, they're not. They are the... I can't even say that name. I really have no idea. I'm rubbish with Welsh names. It's like Langdelf or something. God. Yeah. Oh no, Langflel. Oh fuck knows. Anyway, that's kind of that area. To our right now, we should. Oh no, we can't. Hang on, we might be able to if we go out of the cockpit. There is an airport out there somewhere. You guys may already have seen it. But look at that. That is just that's just unbelievable scenery. It really is. Alright, the airport's more over here. It's probably... let's see if I can zoom in far enough. The airport's kind of there somewhere. Apparently. Or there. It's probably there. I haven't got my... I don't know how far your draw distance can go, but... but yeah. I mean, it's pretty beautiful scenery. Looks incredible. It really does. And like I said, I keep reminding you, I have by no stretch of imagination have I got these graphics on full. I've got them so I can give you pretty decent quality videos and get some half decent frame rate as well. Like, we're gonna go to a heading of in a minute we're going to go to heading of 065 because we're almost on our course now. We've got about 53 minutes left and about 20 minutes till our first waypoint. This is going to be completely uncut, guys, so you may want to fast forward bits of it if you want to get to the next waypoint. I'm not going to put any sort of any sort of markers in the description, but we're currently 23 minutes in, so at 40 minutes into this video, we've got our waypoints coming up fairly rapidly. A little compass there. So, does that actually work? It looks like it should work. I think it does work. It's not the best graphics. I mean, they're okay, aren't they? I mean, look, these bits of, so. A lot of this stuff is a bit okay. I mean, this bit here, all of this stuff down here is fairly nicely modelled. Actually, it's not. They haven't done a bad job. It's one of the default aircrafts. These switches and buttons down here are all fairly nice. They all work. I'm not really fiddling with any of them. You've got your various engine and ignition, and then your lighting and all that sort of stuff. And then, what's all this stuff here? It looks... I'm not sure. They look more like engine mixtures and testing and all that lovely goodness. Now, I wonder if this is actually a bit of a graphical glitch. Look, you'll notice it's got like this. So, hang on, I don't want to end up scrolling out and doing something stupid. Like, oh shit, we completely, well, I've been talking bollocks to you guys, completely missed our waypoint. Alright, let's go to 165 again. Right, we're going to be slowly turning. Right. Now, I've actually got, I'm doing this all through VORs, and I have got, yeah, so, so our next one is Beacon. Oh no, Beacon is, what is it? I think it's Beacon. It's Beacon, and yeah, so that's our next one, is Beacon, and it's telling us to tune our radio. We're going to, not that it'll necessarily, I don't think it'll make any difference, but we're going to anyway. I think this is nav 1 and nav 2, yeah. Here, here's our nav 1 com 1, nav 2 com 2. Approach, why is it on approach? I don't get, that's strange, I swear it automatically puts on switches and stuff. I'm just going to go on a heading of 075, 070, sorry. Because for some reason 065 is just, I don't know, it shouldn't do, but it does, just, but it's on a slightly iffy heading, so hopefully that's not going to affect us later on. Anyway, like I was saying, it's telling us to 17.45. Oh. Oh, wrong radio. Wow. 17.45. There we go. Yeah, that is telling us that's what we want to do for that VOR. Oh, I'm guessing if we were to click that, does that put us on a more of a direct route? Oh well, I don't know. I guess we'll kind of find out. We're on no GPS now. Put our just our course 207065. None of these actually work. Like you'll notice these buttons don't actually do anything. You can still use the radios and stuff. Then I'm not entirely sure what that is. Oh, our ADF. Of course, you got your squawk box here. So that's for air traffic control. In fact, we're going to set that to 0. Oh, right, can we only go up? Okay. So that to 0612. Right. Oh, what happened there? Whoops. Oh, no, doesn't matter. Right. So, I think our GPS is now, if I move that like that. Oh shit, we do end up going miles. Of course, okay, that's fine. Right, so if I hit nav. Am I just completely fucking up? Whoops. Wow, why do I have to mess up in the video? I don't need that. Right, okay, good. I think we're going to be on a VOR. I'm not that much of an expert, if I'm honest. This thing, basically, that thing should be in the centre. That means we're pretty much... Oh, hang on. 68 nautical miles. Yes. Yes, that is actually correct. Okie dokie, that's fantastic. Okay, good. Right, so yeah, now we are doing VOR now. So pretty much, all I did was just simply tune the frequency of your VOR radio. Every single radio has one. So yeah, I simply tuned our frequency, and yeah, I just simply tuned for frequency. in here, and it sort of does it in here. So it has got a fully, yeah. So it's got a proper. Oh yeah, of course there's VOR one there as well. If I hit that, yeah, okay, that's fine. Right, so it has got a proper, fully working autopilot. If I just scroll up my plan G, hopefully it's not going to hang out. Okay. It's taking me on a slightly different route than I would like. And now doing that makes no difference. I'm going to put that on 340. No, what am I doing? What's 065? Right, 065, what the fuck am I, why, ugh. CRS, right. Right then, okay, right, 160 I think we want at the moment, and we can go from 160 to 165. It's a bit of a fine balance between that. Right, okay. I've been using my altitudes wrong. I've just been doing it all a little bit wrong, so that's why we went a little bit strange air. So 065. It's a bit of a fine line really when you're doing VOR, because you are doing visual flight rules pretty much when you're doing VOR. That on 060 as well. Oh, 065, there we go. Right, so, in fact, is there even any point having, shit, I'm not even sure if there's any point doing it. 'Let's put that on. That is 064. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now you can see how far we've got. We've got an extra 52 nautical miles to go. Right, there's nothing really, there's not that much we can do. I'm actually going to pause the video now. Am I? Yes, I'm going to pause the video now, and I will get back to you when we sort of start our approach.